So, in my recent 1965 prediction video, run flat and lifetime tires were brought up. But actually in 1962 there were versions of run flats, as Tom pointed out in the comments. I have had this older Jim Handy film sitting around about General Tire's dual 90s, and it has been put up many times and taken down, but I thought this one was pretty good. Great announcer, and it seems the public was focusing or almost fascinated by the brutality and gruesomeness associated with automotive deaths at the time. Or maybe the numbers of deaths were getting so high, safety was getting hard to ignore. Maybe similar to today and police chase videos on YouTube. I have a collection of California Highway Patrol magazines from the 60s, and every issue was extremely graphic. Anyways, these were not true run flats, maybe more like puncture resistant, as the gel or goo would self-seal after a puncture. I am sure this was not foolproof, but anyways, take a look at General Tire's try at run flats. Well, look at Goodyear's Double Eagles after this, and they came out around 62 also. It was another failed try, but ended up being very similar to today's technology. Goodyear had previously tried tire within a tire in the 30s with the Lifeguard safety tire. BF Goodrich also has its Silvertown Lifesavers, which used a double tire to try to solve the blowout problem. These three film clips are peak Americana. Hope you enjoy.
Every day, this man risks his life. A mistake, an equipment failure, and every day, you too take serious risks. And without a second thought, you or your wife, your teenage son or daughter, someone drives the family car. And in your car, at any time, you may bet your life. Every year, more than 1.5 million families know the nightmare of an automobile accident. 43,000 people are killed each year, and 1.5 million are injured, many crippled or disfigured for life. Individuals, couples, entire families killed or injured, year in, year out. Today, 122 will die. Another 4,200 will be seriously injured. What causes this carnage? Carelessness, thoughtlessness, speed, the inability to stop, blowouts, loss of control, skidding, caused by inadequate, unsafe tires. On the short New Jersey Turnpike, 1,400 motorists a month are stopped by tire trouble. In a recent survey, Pennsylvania Turnpike troopers charged 68% of traffic deaths in a 2-month period to worn or faulty tires, to skids or loss of control. Yes, on high-speed thoroughfares, tires take a beating. Jamming on brakes at 70 generates enough heat to melt a pound of iron. Think about your tires. All the braking energy of a wheel is in the tire tread, an area not much larger than a size 9 shoe. And remember, your brakes stop only the wheels. Your tires stop the car. Think about your tires. At 50 miles an hour, a centrifugal force of approximately 2 tons tries to pull your tires apart. No place for a tire that can't take it. Think about your tires. In traffic, night or day, in town or on the open road, you are seldom more than 2 arms lengths from disaster. The best way to avoid this horror is to give more thought to your tires. Not like this, as many people do, but thoughtfully, as you are doing now. Take time to get all the facts on safety. With so much at stake, the best is only good enough. And the best is the incomparable General Dual 90, the most wanted safety tire built. Let's see why the Dual 90 is so good. It is not a tire like this. There are unbelievably 10 tires in this stack. Here are 10 Dual 90s. The difference? You bet your life. Nor is the Dual 90 a tire you can tie in a knot. Everything you value, home, family, job, security, rides on your tires every time you drive anywhere. You seldom take long trips, you say, or drive fast. Remember this, 80% of all accidents happen within 10 miles of home. The General Dual 90 stops safely, quickly, prevents accidents, and saves lives. Gives you stopping traction on 2 treads, not just 1. Punctures? With a Dual 90, you can forget them. Roadside repairs, nighttime flats, forget them too. Famous Strata-Seal lets you keep right on driving. Punctures are sealed as you roll. Strength? The Dual 90's famous Nigen cord, pound for pound stronger than steel cable, takes it all. How important is extra strength? Here's a conventional tire on a high-speed test wheel. Notice the extreme distortion? It can't take much more. The evidence? Thrown treads, each representing tire failure. Disintegration, insufficient strength. Heat is a big tire killer. When tire temperatures reach scorching hot, Nigen protects you mile after mile after mile. Then there is General Tire's Duragen rubber. Duragen, the ideal combination of long-wearing toughness and road-gripping softness for maximum mileage and cloud-soft ride. The Dual 90 has all the design advantages that 50 years' experience building quality tires can provide. A conventional single-tread tire carries its load on a narrow strip in the middle of the tread. The Dual 90, with twin treads, divides and shares tire load on 2 rolling radii. This provides excellent stability on corners and curves. And for even greater control, the new wraparound shoulder design, carrying a road-gripping tread pattern well into the shoulder area. This tread provides needed traction in critical steering situations. The Dual 90's wraparound design takes the fight out of steering. You are in command under the roughest conditions. When you think of your family, yourself, or the other fellow, think of your tires. Think of the Dual 90, designed specifically to reduce accidents and save lives. Nobody wants to think about putting a price on his family's safety. Yet, it is done, day in, day out. Your car is built for extra protection on impact. When a car hits something at 60 miles an hour, or when 2 cars collide at 30, the impact is the same as a drop from a 10-story building. Live through it? Not likely. Today's high-speed traffic is no place to bet your life. Don't gamble. Think of your tires. Think of the difference. Think Dual. You owe it to your family. You owe it to yourself.
6 hours, I'm much more relaxed.
Well, it gives me a feeling, you know, of greater assurance that everything will be all right.
I feel more confident. They make me feel like a better driver.
I never had a tire on a car that you could drive out and say, now there's something really different about this tire.
We know you've heard a lot of talk about a lot of new tires before, but we really don't think you've ever seen a tire quite like this one before. The new BF Goodrich Lifesaver Radial with Dynacore rayon cord.
I don't know what it is. Maybe because they're half flat, but I feel safe in them.
I noticed that the steering was more positive. Let's say I didn't have to turn the wheel quite as far with the radials as I did with the bias tires.
The effort to drive the car is just very, very noticeably different.
In comparison, the 990 feels like a bias tire, whereas the newer radial really feels like a radial should.
The design is more aggressive and the treads are wider and flatter. Tires look like they should be better, and they are.
Beautiful, huh? Well, I've had the experience on them bad blues with it, and they're beautiful.
All the things that we're talking about are obvious to anybody who gets in a car because it isn't the car itself, it's the tires that apparently give this performance.
I know there's been a slight bit of trouble on the 990 in the dealerships throughout the country.
One in particular that he wouldn't even talk about selling them.
I know if they try 2 or 3 sets of the 414 that they'll be surprised at the results that they get.
Well, they're going to actually show him proof of how the tire has performed.
This car really stops with radial tires.
There's no problem. Don't worry about that because they stop for me.
You have 2 cars that go on the railroad 24 hours a day. Now I've had nails right into the tire, big nails, and geez, it didn't even phase them. You know, they still run. You know.
Oh, we used to have flats, yeah. They used to have quite a few flats.
I don't think you can have a blowout with these tires. You might have, but I doubt it. I've hit some pretty good holes.
Well, you don't notice the bumps nearly as much because the flexible sidewalls seem to absorb them better.
Nothing I can say about that. Excellent tires, that's all. There's no more to be said.
The new BF Goodrich Lifesaver Radial with Dynacore rayon cord. It has a whole lot going for it, and it's going a whole lot farther.